Hey guys, Demon here, and today we are talking about Red Dead Redemption 2. I know it's been a while. I think the game's been out for like almost a year now. So yeah, we're gonna talk about the DLC for it that should have been announced like a while ago, but sadly they have not announced it. And also newer games. So we're gonna talk about DLC for it and plus Red Dead Redemption 3 or whatever they're gonna call it. So first off, on DLC, we're gonna start with DLC because that's just the one that's easiest, the one that's gonna come out most likely. And I'm gonna talk about my most wanted DLC. Okay, so I've heard a lot of people say that there might be like Sadie Atler DLC because at the end of the game, we see her move on to a different place. I think it's like Mexico or something like that. So a lot of people say there might be DLC where she moves on there, or there could be DLC where we like plays her in the camp when we're still Arthur Morgan and stuff like that. Where he's doing his own thing, we're doing our own thing. There could be something like that. Same with John Redfielder. I forgot his name. The native guy. A lot of people say that there's gonna be DLC with him because supposedly he's going to Canada after the game. So he was going to Canada after the game. So a lot of people said like, well, there's DLC with him like going to Canada or in Canada or something like that. Um, Also like there could be the same thing. We're like playing as Arthur, but we're playing as him instead now. And we get to go on missions with him sometimes. That'd be pretty funny. That'd be pretty cool just to see a little reimagining thing. Um, those are the DLCs I've heard about people saying. There's also one other one that I'll talk about in a second. But these are the DLCs I really, really want to see from this. Okay, so the first one is a jump back to Blackwater, right? I think that's the town they were in, right? Blackwater, they did something real bad, and Dutch hid a bunch of money there. I want to see what happened there. Like, I want to have a DLC leading up to what they did there, which then leads up to the main game. We could end it off in the snowy place where we start the first game. We can be like, oh, like we're doing this awesome mission, and we're meeting all these characters that did exist but were dead by the time we started to play, and then we get to see how they died, what exactly happened. We could do stuff in that game, which would be really cool. Um, I just want to see what happens. I want to see. I think there was a massacre or some sort or something like that. But I really want to see what happened and just to see this cool, fun, awesome just DLC of like how this all started. Like how did we end up in the snowy mountains? I want to see exactly how it started. That'd be a cool DLC. And then the second DLC I want to see is Undead Nightmare, of course, because we have Undead Nightmare in the original, which was pretty good, pretty damn good, I should say. And a lot of people have stated like they want to see like another Undead Nightmare thing, which I would love to see. Um, we could do the same thing with the mask again, but it'd be kind of like trading old territory, I guess. So my plan was like cowboys versus aliens, because we do know that there's alien spaceships in the game. Okay, so there's alien spaceships. We've never seen an alien in the game, at least not to my knowledge. But we know that there's alien spaceships in the game. So what if we get like a cowboys versus aliens sort of scenario? And it could even go even further where there is like mythical creatures and stuff like that and zombies. Because aliens could infect the humans with some kind of disease that turns them into zombies. And like us playing as Arthur Morgan or maybe John Marston, who knows which one we'll play as, will have to be the hero that stops the aliens and also saves the world from the zombies. And we would also get like some future gun tech and maybe some future horses, or it'd just be really cool, really neat to see. Just like, oh, I'm gonna go stop the aliens now because I gotta go kill them. And we'll get like an alien rifle and alien pistols. It'd just be it'd be really cool to see just this alien like cowboys versus aliens with like mythical stuff at the side, and also like zombies because the aliens could like infect the people with zombie. That just be really cool. Just cowboys versus aliens. I would really love to see that. That's like my number one pick almost. It's like my number two pick. I would really love to see a cowboy versus aliens thing, and we could even add zombies in there, as I already said, through like poison or like sickness or something like that. We can add zombies in there, and then at the end we could save the world because we're freaking Arthur Morgan or John Marston. I don't know. I'm pretty sure we probably be Arthur Morgan. And the game would start off with our whole family getting abducted or turned into zombies or something like that, like everybody. And we'd be like, oh snap. Now we have to go stop the aliens. And we'd just like, and we would work with law enforcement at times. It'd be pretty funny. We'd be like the good guy in this scenario. So we'd be like, I know you're after us, but we'll work with you this one time, Pinkertons. It'd be pretty cool. It'd be pretty fun. Um, but yeah, excuse me. But yeah, that would probably be like that'd be one of my picks. Just aliens, cowboys versus aliens. And then this one is kind of it could be, okay. This one could be a DLC or a second or a third video game. And this one's all about Uncle, okay? Like, I personally love Uncle. He's my spirit animal. We just connect on the level because I'm an uncle. His name is Uncle. We're both pretty lazy. I'm not a drunk, though. um, but yeah, dude, I love Uncle. And what I want to see is how he turned out that way. I want to see how he turned out that way. Like, what exactly happened to him to make him into a drunk? This could be like a DLC, as I already said. Although it might not make much sense to go back to his younger years. So I was thinking more of like a third game. Where it'd be like Red Dead prequel because Red Dead 2 is already a prequel, so it'd be like Red Dead 3 like Uncle's story or something like that. Because like I highly doubt that he was just like a kid and he just got into drinking and stuff like that and he turned into a bum. I It could have happened, but I don't want to believe that's what happened. I want to believe that something bad happened to him that made him into a drunk and made him join a gang. Like, what if he was a lawman at one point? Or in the army at one point? Or what if he was like a rich person at one point and then something happened? Like, what if his family died or his wife left him or something happened like that? I want to see another tragic tale. But this time at the end, the character lives. This time at the end, the character lives and you just see this like depressing moment where he's just like, and he just drinks beer all the time. That's what you'll see. You'll see him just like, just drinking beer at the very end of the game because he's alcoholic and he's like sad and miserable. And then he'll join like Dutch's gang, I guess. But I would love to see that, like, and we would get to see like younger versions of like Dutch and like Arthur and maybe John, I guess. We get to see younger versions of them because at the end of the game we could like meet up with the gang. That'd be pretty cool. So that's like my idea for like a third game. I want to see Uncle's story. That could be a DLC or a third game. I don't care as long as they do it right. I don't care if it's like 20 hours to 100 hours. Just as long as you do it right. You know what I mean? It could even be 10 hours. And as long as it's a good written story, I would totally buy it. And I'd be like, oh man, that was awesome. Because like I have a feeling that he has a darker past than we realize. It could be anywhere between like war, his family like ripped away from him, like died or just left him. Just it could be like a lot of things. Or it could just be the fact that he just grew up, started to drink, and turned into a bum, and just kind of like turned into a thief, I guess, at the same time to join a gang. You know what I mean? Could just be that, but I think that there's a bigger there's a bigger reason why he is a bum, why he is a drunk, and I would love to see why. I would love to see exactly what happened to him to make him into the man he is today. That would be a really cool third game or DLC. Okay, so now this one would definitely have to be another game. This one would have worked for it would have worked for Red Dead 1, but they never did this. But it will not work for Red Dead 2 because it's not like attached to it. But I guess they could still technically make it into a DLC because they just could, I guess. Okay, so this one is what happens to not Jack Marston, okay? This one would start off after John Marston dies from the first game. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen it. But this one would start off after he dies, and it would cover the 3 years to the point where he kills the main baddie. I forgot his name. I am not a good remember of names. So it would go all the way till he kills the bad guy. It would show us what his life was like, what exactly he was doing. Did he have any friends? Did he have a gang that he was rolling with? And then obviously it would show us a bit after that. I don't know how much after that. Like maybe at the end he would die too. I don't know. But it would just show us like his life, like during those 3 years. What happened during those 3 years? And then what happened after that, like mostly because we do know a few things happened after that in the game, but that was just like free roaming and stuff like that, and you could do like strangers and freaks missions that you could have done as John, but like it wasn't like anything like concrete, so we could like retcon all that and be like, so this is what happened during his 3 years. We'll play as that first. Like we'll see how our mother dies, or his mother dies, I guess. We'll see how she dies. We'll see us join a gang or something like that, or becoming a gunslinger. And then we'll move on to where we kill the person that killed our father, obviously. And then after that, we'll move on to the conclusion of the story, and maybe it will have. Well, it will have kids or something like that. I don't know. It just really interests me to see what happens. I just want to see like this epic tale of like revenge this time. Like not Red Dead Redemption, no, Red Dead Revenge. I don't know if it'd be called that, but it'd be cool because that's what the whole story would be. It wouldn't be about redemption. It'd be about revenge. That's Jack Marston's story. Jack Marston revenges his father. You know? So they couldn't call it Red Dead Redemption. I guess they could technically and be like, well, at the end, after he revenges his father, he tries to turn into a good person. But I just don't feel like that's the right way to go. I feel like the right way to go is to make him like this like revenge type figure. Kind of like the Punisher, but old Western style, I guess. He's just going on a rampage to get revenge against the wrongs that have been done to him, and perhaps the wrongs that have been done to other people as well. That'd be really cool. Because I have a feeling that he's not on the side of bad or good. He's just like, oh, something happened to you? I heard that, and I'm gonna go kill somebody to do something about it, you know? Like, oh, someone kidnapped your family? I'm gonna go murder them and save your family. Or I'll try to, at least. And then you'll get there, you'll murder them all, and their family will be there. And maybe the family will be assholes and be like, oh, no, we left him. And then you'll be like, okay, I'll just shoot you in the face then. I don't know. There could be like... there could be like tons of possibilities. It'd be super awesome. I just want to see Jack Marston's story. What happened during those 3 years? What did he do? How did his mother die? And also, how did he become a gunslinger? And it'd be awesome if they didn't call it Red Dead Redemption, because it wouldn't be a redemption story. It would be a revenge story. They could make it a redemption story at the end, but it would be mostly revenge. And at the end you could die, you know, I don't know. But this would be a true story about an outlaw that's out for revenge. It would be super cool. That's my number one pick to have the next game or DLC. My second one would have to be Uncle, have the next game or DLC. And my third one, Undead Nightmare. Or, sorry, Cowboys versus Aliens. I guess the way I describe it would be Cowboys versus Aliens. Technically like an Undead Nightmare spin-off. But it'd be really cool to see any of these DLCs. Just any of these would be cool to see as DLCs. And the last two would be really cool to see as actual full-fledged games. Because they would totally work out as a game. So yeah, guys, that's my Red Dead 2 DLCs and also new game ideas. I hope you liked this. If you did, leave a comment down below telling me what you want to see as DLCs, or what you thought was wrong about my DLCs, or whatever. You can complain, or you can be like, "Oh, that's awesome." But yeah, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. Definitely subscribe. Share the video around to all your friends and family, even people that you hate and don't know. Hit the bell notification, because that's the best way to keep up with my content. And also link down below to my Twitter. But as always, my friends, stay sane. Peace. Guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, you should check out this one or this one, or click right there, because that will subscribe to my channel. That middle one right there. Anyways, I hope you liked it. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Go to my Twitter and follow. And as always, my friends, stay sane. Peace.